cha Shri Rupam Sagrajatam Sahagana Raghunathanvitam Tam Sajivam Sadvaitam Savadhutam Parijana Sahitam Krishna Chaitanya Devam Shri Radha Krishna Padam Sahagana Lalita Shri Usakhan Vitam Sacha Om Ajnanatimmirandhasya Jnananjana Shalakaya Chakshurunmilitam Yena Tasmai Shri Guruve Namah Guru Avishta Shapurakam Guru Ganarashisha Sambhushitam Chinta Chinta Samasta Vedanapunam Shri Rupa Panthanugam Govinda Vidam Ujjalam Vartanam Bhaktyanuitam Sundaram Mande Vishwa Guruncha Divya Bhagavad Premro Hibij Vradam Devam Divyatanam Suchandra Vadanam Balarka Chelanchitam Sandrananda Puram Sadek Varnam Vairagya Vidyam Buddhim Shri Siddhantanidim Subhakti Lasitam Sarassatanam Varam Vandetam Shabadam Madeka Sharanam Nasisaram Sridharam Shri Siddhanta Saraswati Tividitau Gauriya Gurvanve Bhato Bhanuriva Prabhat Gagne Yogaura Sankirtane Mayavadatimingilo Daragatan Udritya Jivaniman Krishna Prem Sudabdiga Sakam Pradhat Prabhum Tam Bhaje Namo Gaura Kishoraya Bhaktavadhuta Murtaye Gaurangri Padma Bhrangaya Radha Bhav Nishevine Vande Bhakti Vinodam Shri Gaura Shakti Swarupakam Bhakti Shastragya Samrajam Radharasa Sudhanagam Gaura Vrajashita Shaira Vaishnavaira Vanda Vigraham Jagannatha Prabhum Vande Premabdham Riddha Vaishnavam Vancha Kalpatarubhyascha Kripa Sindhubhaivacha Patitanam Pavanebhyo Vaishnavebhyo Namo Namah Panchatattvatmakam Krishnam Bhaktarupa Sarupakam Bhaktavataram Bhaktakhyam Namami Bhakta Shaktikam Namo Mahavadannaya Krishna Prema Pradayate Krishnaya Krishna Chaitanya Namane Gaura Tushe Namah Sashtang Dandat Pranam to all the Vaishnavas, all the devotees, servitors at the lotus feet of Srila Bhakti Sundar Govinda Dev-Goswāmī Mahārāj and Param Guru Mahārāj at Sri Chaitanya Saraswat Math worldwide. To all our friends and well-wishers and sincere seekers, Hardik Namaskar. Welcome to our Friday evening online Sangha. I have Shripad Arun Krishna Prabhu with me. Let me bring him on. Dandat Pranam and welcome Shripad Arun Krishna Prabhu.
Dandavat Prabhu. Happy to be back on this program. So wonderful.
Hare Krishna. Yeah, by the mercy of the Vaishnavas and Gurudev, we are back. We just missed like a quarter of 2022. It's easier and better than saying 3 months. It's just a quarter. So we are back, and we shall pick up where we left off. We were reading Religion of the Heart by His Divine Grace, Srila Bhakti Sundar Govinda Dev-Goswāmī Mahārāj. Arun Prabhu is also holding up Religion of the Heart. So I'm going to pick up from page number... Oh, he's saying... Arun Prabhu.
Yes?
How is it that Anilji is still waiting? He's saying he's waiting in that meeting room?
I am able to get in. Is using the right link.
Yeah. The one that we sent, like, use the one I sent today. Recheck email. I just asked him to recheck email. Okay, we'll start reading, and I'll try and help him as things progress.
Which page are we on?
So page 18, 1-8, we'll start reading from complete fulfillment. This is Gurudev. We can't imagine how much happiness exists in Vrindavan. Everything is gracious, glorious, and extremely beautiful there. Paramar love is extremely beautiful there. Sometimes Mother Yashoda is frying food, and when Krishna smells it, he says, "Give it to me now, I can't wait." Mother Yashoda says, Wait, I will give it to you on a plate." And Krishna says again, "I cannot wait." I don't want to wait. I must have it now. This is the mood of Paramar love, and it is more worshipable than other rasas. In Vrindavan, Krishna is always playing with his friends. Sometimes when he plays his flute, he says he would like to play in such and such kunja, forest grove. Namaskar, welcome Sangeeta ji.
Namaskar.
He would like to play in such and such kunja, forest grove with certain friends. Sometimes he puts his hand on his hair and all the girls think it is a signal he will play with them in Keshi kunja. Keshi means hair. So the girls think arranging things there for playing. Lord Brahma described the abode of Shri Krishna in the prayers of Brahma Samhita. And Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu has given the gist of that conception in a sloka composed by Srila Vrindavan Das Thakur. Aradhyo Bhagavan Brajesh Tanayas Tadhama Vrindavanam Ramya Kachidupasana Braj Vadhu Vargena Jakalpita Srimad Bhagavatam Pramanamamalam Prema Pumartho Mahan Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu Matamidam Tatradarana. The essence of this shloka is, if you want to worship anything for your complete fulfillment, you must worship Krishna. I just want to pause here. I just want to repeat that last qualifier that Gurudev gave. Very important. If you want to worship anything for your complete fulfillment, so everything is very important. For your complete fulfillment, you must worship Krishna. Next section, the supreme conception. I still don't see Anil ji.
Yeah, मैं उनको कॉल करता हूँ.
The supreme conception. What are the qualities and qualifications of Krishna? What do you need? You need love, beauty, charm, ecstasy, affection, and harmony. All these qualities are present in Krishna. If your master is rich with all the wealth of love, beauty, charm, and ecstasy, you won't experience any deficiency. You will get everything through his mercy, Krishna has many expansions. And they also possess these qualities of wealth, beauty, love, and charm. This is the Vedic conception, the conception of Veda Vyas, and the supreme conception of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. Arun Prabhu, do you want me to send him another link right now?
मैंने अपनी लिंक अभी भेज दिया प्रभु जी।
अच्छा अच्छा ठीक ठीक ठीक।
जयराम प्रभु वो हाँ आ गए।
Welcome Anilji, welcome.
Sorry for all this, sir. I don't know what is wrong with my mailboxes. Hare Krishna, sir.
Hare Krishna. No problem. You're here. That is what is important. Hare Krishna. So now we are beginning chapter 2. It says, the Lord is not impersonal. The Lord has... Yes, yes, Arun.
Can I interrupt you? So people like me from Indic background, there is no easily, or at least it's not easy to get a translation in Hindi of what is the meaning of impersonal. So if you can kindly say that.
So impersonal, अगर हमारी भाषा, or if we look at the Indic, Devanagari and all the other major languages, then what impersonal means, or impersonal is derived from avyaktavad or avyakt. Avyakt and nirgun, these two. And they are sometimes misconstrued. When they say impersonal, it has connotations of both avyakta and nirguna. Furthermore, nirguna is understood to have no qualities, like qualities as in the embodied being having qualities, devoid of those qualities is construed as nirguna. So not understanding the guna or nirguna is actually the sattva rajas tama.
Yes.
That is guna. And nirguna is above those. Nirdando, nirguna, nirdanda, nitya sattvastho. So it is transcendental. Above the modes, above the gunas. Nirguna means, nirguna does not mean not having any good qualities. Rather, nirguna means to have nothing to do with the sattva, rajas, tama gunas of the material creation. So both things are adding to the conflated argument. Say the Lord is impersonal, or God principle is the impersonal principle. That is to be venerated, and that is the ideal. But how so? No one will factually try to analyze or try to study or try to understand from authorized sources. No one will try to do that. So that is the, and it is very important because everywhere, even if we read Ramayana, Ramcharitmanas, even there, people say, well, this is the legend of Ram. So Ram becomes a legend, Hanuman becomes a legend, Ma Sita becomes a legend. They're all legends. And then, as they're reading, then they go, see, God is described here. Bin pag chalai sunai bin kana, bin kar karam karai vidinana, tan bin paras nayan bin dekha, bin hu grana grahu bas abhiseka. See? It says, this is, then they say this is impersonal. Bin pag chalai. See, he doesn't have any feet. Sunai bin kana, he hears without ears. So, no ears. He doesn't have ears. Tan bin paras, he doesn't have body. See, very clearly, see, it is impersonal. Nayan bin dekha, he doesn't have eyes. Binahu gran agram bas abhiseka, he doesn't have any nose. But in the same thing, they forget that they are taking cognizance of all the negatives that is being told. That he doesn't have this, he doesn't have this, he doesn't have this. But they fail to understand that he can still function without having material nose, material ear, material body. See, analyze this chopai again. Bin pag chalai means what? Bin pag means he doesn't have legs. He doesn't have legs of flesh and blood, but he walks.
He walks. Yes.
But people will not look that far. So why he doesn't have feet, but he walks. Why don't you understand that? Sunay bin kana, he can hear everything. Tan bin paras, he can touch, but he doesn't have a material body. But people will not see. What touch? He doesn't have material body, so no touch. Binahu grahan, he doesn't have a nose like material nose. Grahu bas biseka, you present him nice palatable dishes, he can smell all of that. Nice flowers, he can smell all of that. How is that possible? So this impersonal conception it has got so many holes that it is ludicrous. One only needs to open their ears and eyes, and they will just simply by opening their ears and eyes, not even using entirely their mind, they will be able to understand what is being said. Yes, Arun Prabhu.
And of course, in Ramcharitmanas, the beauty of Sri Ram in the Angan of Dashrath Mahārāj is being explained. And so the same people who are giving this impersonalist thing, they don't even understand, then how can you then appreciate the beauty?
Tulsi manaranjana ranjita anjana nayana sakhanjana chatak se. Just his eyes. Anyway, go ahead. I just remembered.
So the beauty is coming from his form. That is the integral root. So the Lord is, alaukik, and he's extremely beautiful and has got nothing to do with this plane of Triguna.
Exactly.
Yeah.
But the thing is, for the mind, it is very difficult. It is easier to fathom the conception of impersonalism rather than try to get into this achinta bheda bhed of being personal and impersonal. That is beyond, entirely beyond the capacity of the human mind or any other kind of mind. So that is why so much of debate exists, because mostly people are crazy. So should we read? Was that good, Anilji?
Yes. Sorry for interrupting, but I thought that was important to at least call out in the chapter's name.
No, it is. It is absolutely at every point. This impersonalism has just ruined everything. The whole Bhagavad Tattva, the whole understanding of Bhagavad Tattva, the conception of Godhead, Supreme Personality of Godhead, has been polluted by the dirt of the human mind. Anilji, did that make any sense to you, or any?
Yes, sir. Because as a human, right, we always try to conceptualize around what we know, right? So when you are saying bin pag chale, so how it is possible, right?
Very true. Okay. Chapter 2. The Lord is not impersonal. Everywhere in the scriptures it says the Lord has form. He is neither Nirakar nor Nirvishesh. See, I didn't read this, but Gurudev is talking about those two principles. Nirakar, without form, and Nirvishesh, without form or qualities. He has form and qualities, Savishesh. Whether we can see it or not, if he didn't have form, the creation of this material world would not be possible. This is easy to understand. As a human being, I have a brain and I have the ability to think, feel, and will. So it is not possible. The Lord, my Creator, does not have these qualities. The whole universe was created by a conscious power. And the power is a guardian power. It is a fully conscious power, whether we can see it or not. The Upanishads say, Apan pado javano grahita paschatya achakshasha sa shanotya akarana. This is Shvetashvatara Upanishad. The Lord is present everywhere. He is in the smallest atom, Anuanyan, and He is in the biggest universe, Mahato Mahyan. He can see and hear everything perfectly. The Lord has an identity and an external form, and that form is like the glow of a fire or the sunshine which emanates from the sun. The Brahma Samhita, verse 40, also says, Yasya prabha prabhavato jagadanda koti koti shashesha vasudhadi vibhuti bhinnam tad brahma nishkalam anantam ashesha bhutam govindam adi purusham tamaham bhajami. The external form of the original person Govinda is called Brahma, not Brahma. Brahma, or the Brahma Jyoti. And Brahma is like the glow of a fire or the sunshine which emanates from the sun. Brahma is not the Lord's complete form. When you see the light of Brahma or glow from a distance, it appears to be His complete form. But if you enter into that glow, what will you see? You will see Jyotir Abhayantare Rupam Atulam Shama Sundaram. You will see the eternal form of the Lord Shama Sundar, who is very beautiful and who has a blackish complexion just like a rain cloud.
Prabhuji, can I make just a small observation?
Yes.
On the first line, it says, Jagat, what am I saying? Jagat and. And so it's really the Brahm, or the appearance of the material world. And it is interesting, the and is used to describe the material world. Interesting also because 2-3 months ago, actually, the study of the microcosmic background, and what I'm saying is, I'm not trying to correlate, I'm simply saying there is an eerie microcosm that we can see in the scientific studies of the reality, where the CBG previously was by definition thought to be symmetric or spherical, and now there are evidence that it is not spherical. It is like an and, it's elliptical. So again, the material world is only a variegatedness of microscopic reflection of the reality. So just wanted to say that there, Brahma or Jagat when we are talking about is insight to the reality as by the saints, in this case Brahma himself.
True. And by the way, after Jagadand is this universe which appears to us as infinite. Correct?
Mm-hmm.
Even the material universe to us, as insignificant as our vision and our powers are, it appears infinite. So he says, Jasya Prabha Gadanda Koti, means not one. There are billions and billions of, like mustard seeds.
Yeah.
Koti Shashesha Vasudhadi Vibhuti Bhinnam. What is that? This is nothing. Brahmano hi pratistham. He says this Brahma Jyoti actually rests on me. Brahmano hi pratistham. So we are talking, Krishna is Parabrahma. Param Brahma Param Dham Pavitram Paramam Bhavan. Purusham Shashvatam Divyam Adidevam Ajam Vibhum. That is how Sri Arjun sees him. Very important to see through the eyes of the devotee. He doesn't say Brahma, oh Brahma, let me pray to you, oh impersonal Brahman. Now you have assumed a form, you are formless. No. Very carefully. In Bhagavad Gita, he says, Param Brahma. You are not Brahma, you are Param Brahma. You are the origin of Brahma. Param Dham Pavitram Paramam Bhavan. Purusham, the enjoyer, the Adi Purush. Purusham Shashvatam Divyam Adi Devam Majam Vibhum. Very important. But we forget. But we are here to remind now and again. Okay. Brahma Jyoti. From a distance it appears. Okay, Jai Guru. We will see the eternal form. Yes, if you say we will. Okay, this is Gurudev. The Nyaya, logic, scriptures give an example of this. When we see a forest from a distance, we may see a bird. Enter it. From a distance it appears the bird disappears or merges into the forest. We cannot see anything inside the forest, but if we can enter the forest, we will see the bird has a nest, a husband and babies, and she's playing with her babies. From inside the forest, we see many things, but from a distance we only see the outline of the forest. the effulgence of the abode of Krishna Lok is similar. It is called Paravyom. From a distance, Paravyom appears as Brahma. But as it is said in the above shloka, Tad Brahma Nishkalam Anantam Ashesha Bhutam. Inside that glow, Govinda is living. He is playing with his family and associates, just like an ordinary human being. Hare Krishna. Soul's choice. Next section. Please, if Arun Prabhu, if you have anything, just please chime in. And Anilji also.
It's beautiful, Prabhuji, and then resuming after 3 months is like nectar.
Well, it's entirely your thing. You know, you put me to work always. So, and Anilji is, you know, he's persistent, he's asking, and he's, so my pranam to him also, keeping us in, keeping us employed. Soul's choice. Krishnadas Kaviraj Goswami says, Krishnera yateka khela sarvottam naralila naravaput tahara sarup gopavesha venukar navakishora natvar nara leela rahaya nurup. Chaitanya Charitamrita Madhya Leela. Sometimes we see ourselves in a very fallen position, sometimes like that of a beast. Actually, our feelings may come in that way if we can understand how great the difference between our material and spiritual form is. In the spiritual world, there is form, and in the material world, there is form. But the difference between the two is very great. Krishna has given everyone freedom. He says in the Bhagavad Gita, chapter 9, verse 25, Yanti devavrata devan pitranayanti pitravrata bhutani yanti bhutej yanti madhyajinopima. If you want to go to heaven, you can worship the devavrata, the demigods. If you want to go to where your forefathers are, pitra, you can worship the planet where they have gone, pitralok. But finally, Krishna gives his advice. Those who worship me will come to my abode. Yanti madhyajino pimam. So, in all of these, who is deciding the destination? So, that is why Gurudev is saying freedom. He is quoting this verse, not like someone is dictating where you and I are going to go. No, we are consciously deciding our own destination, and we are choosing by our free will. Yanti devrata devan, pitrani yanti pitvata, bhutani yanti bhutejya. You worship ghosts, you'll go to ghosts. You'll go live with them. You'll be one. Yanti madhyajinopima. And those who worship me will come to me. Na tadbhasyate suryo shashanko na pavaka yadgatva na nivartante taddhama paramam mama. Paramam dham. Taddhama paramam mama. Once having gone there to Vrindavan, there's no coming back. Complete fulfillment. Okay, back to Gurudev. When I first joined Srila Guru Mahārāj's mission, I would sometimes stay with Srila A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Prabhupada in Calcutta, as the Calcutta branch of the Sri Chaitanya Saraswat Math was in his house. Every day I went for collection and preaching, and many people would ask me why they should worship Krishna instead of Mother Kali. I did not know what to tell them, so I asked Prabhupada. And he said jokingly to tell them, what will you get by worshipping Mother Kali? What will be your food? And who will be your associates?
The yogini. Yeah.
Then he would say to tell them, Mother Kali lives in the cremation fields where there are many ghosts and other undesirable things. Her food is the blood of her sons, the asuras, after she kills them. And her garland is made of their skulls. This is Mother Kali's style. If you want to be her associate, we don't object. But our Krishna lives in Vrindavan Dham, where he has many girlfriends, lots of cheese, milk, sandesh, butter, fruits, sweets, and many other wonderful things. Since we shall eat and play with the cows and cowherd boys in the fresh waters of the Yamuna, we shall play in the nice gardens and beautiful forests nestled around Govardhan Hill. There are many wonderful things described in Vrindavan, and we will become associates of Krishna there. We want that life. So you can do what you like. Srila Prabhupada was always giving me good advice and nourishment like this. The Lord's promise. The Lord promises in the Bhagavad Gita, whoever worships me will come to my abode and will not come back to this world. What is the abode of Lord Krishna? Na tadbhasayati suryo na shashanko na pavaka yadgatva na nivartate tadham paramam mama. Chapter 15 verse 6. The sun and the moon cannot give light in my abode. It has its own light. Everything is new there. If you go to Krishna's abode, complete transcendental feelings and realization will appear in your heart, and you will never come back to this mortal world. So, I did not read this, but in the flow, I just said that, the verse just came to me, and I did not read this like, otherwise I would never say it, because we are going to read Gurudev's. So, but anyway, one thing I want to comment over here is about this verse. Na tadbhasayate suryo na shashanko na pavaka yadgatva na nivartante tad. What does the Lord mean by this? So on the first level, if you look at this verse, it means na tadbhasayate, to illuminate my abode, the land of Vrindavan. The sun is not needed, the moon is not needed. Pavaka, or fire, it's not required. It's self-illuminating. Unlike the material world, which is dark by nature, and it is required external illumination from objects. Right? So first level, that is the difference. But does that mean that in Vrindavan there is no sun? Because he's playing in the forest groves in moonlight. Dark rain cloud. How is all that possible without the sun, without the moon? Then what is this happening? So the second level understanding of this verse is that the sun and the moon and the luminaries and fire, it all exists. But their primary function is not illumination. It is ecstasy, enhancing ecstasy. You understand? The principle changes. The principle changes. Anil, did you follow?
To somewhat extent, sir. I think what you're saying is that it is, they are there, but to serve Krishna, right?
And his associates, and his servitors, and to enhance the ecstasy of Krishna and his associates. Not for the purpose of light, providing light. Just think about that.
Still, okay. Maybe we'll get it later, but
Yeah.
because saying sun and moon are there, right? So they are not giving lights. Basic nature, or as per this physical world, then why they are there?
He's saying, in my abode, the sun and the moon and fire is not required for the purpose of illumination. This is what he's saying. He's not saying that they're not there.
So they are there, just like in our temple we put varieties of flowers to glorify and make the thing beautiful, as be part of that. So sun and moon are there as something to increase the beauty of that setup. Yeah.
So their primary function is completely different than here. Just like bin pag chalay, sunaye bin kana. This is the highest abode, the highest existence that is being described to us. Na tad bhasayati suryo na shashanko na pavaka. But in one line he has given so much. He has given that they're there, but not for the purpose of providing light so everyone can see. Because everything is chinmay, self-illuminating, self-revealing. But what they're doing is enhancing ecstasy, divine ecstasy. And the movement, the dynamic play of Krishna and his associates. That's what they're doing. For that purpose they exist, not for the purpose of providing light. So, if you permit, then we will pause here, and then we will continue by Srila Govinda Mahārāj's grace and by your mercy and the mercy of the Vaishnavas.
Just one question, right? So, when we were last meeting, right, in June, right, you used to send a link to this text, right? Do we have the similar link for what we are reading right now, or it is only printed version, right?
Okay, hold on. Let me.
We will find it and put it in the next invite.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We will try and do that. So you have the online. Otherwise, whenever you visit the mutt, just some donation and just take the printed. Because whether I have online or not, I like to have the printed copies. I just love them.
Sure, I will collect them.
But I will research and with Arun Prabhu, and I will provide the link. We'll have the link from next time.
Don't put too much effort, right? I will see if I can get a printed copy. Even I prefer.
No.
Just to follow it, because otherwise, most of the things, right? It goes away from mind, right?
That is why I always like to have copies. No matter, I have like I don't know how many Shri Gitas, Bhagavad Gitas the older version, the new version, Swami Mahārāj's, his commentary, and then I have Prapanna Jivanamrita, like 4 Prapanna Jivanamrita. Just like to have them. I'm not saying you have, 4, because that's not advisable. Just have one. But it's nice to have them and have your entire collection of Param Guru Mahārāj and Gurudev's works, and Śrīla Swami Mahārāj as well. So please pardon my offenses, and I'm very happy to be in your service as always. And want to let's quickly look at Facebook. See who all. Ananda Krishna Prabhu, Dandat Pranam. Sarvanan, I hope I'm saying your name right. Dandat Pranam. Ananta Govinda Prabhu ki jai. And then Prema Rupa Devi Dasi, Dandat Pranam. Everyone else, Dandat Pranam. And we shall continue. Let me see if I have anyone to have the Hari Harai, so we can wrap up. Give me 2 minutes. I'll be right back. Hare Krishna.
Bhaja Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda.
Bhaja Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda.
Shri Advaita Gadadhara Shrivasadi Gaur Bhakta Vrinda.
Shri Advaita Gadadhar Shrivasadi Gaur Bhakta Vrinda.
Hari Haraya Namah Krishna Yadavaya Namaha.
Hara Nama Krishna Yadavaya Namaha.
Yadavaya Madhavaya Keshavaya Namaha.
Yadavaya Madhavaya Keshavaya Namaha.
Gopal Govinda Ram Shri Madhusudan.
Govindaram Shri Madhusudan.
Giridhari Gopinatha Madana Mohan.
Giridhari Gopinath Madan Mohan.
Shri Chaitanya Nityananda Shri Advaita Chandra.
Shri Chaitanya Nityananda Shri Advaita Chandra.
Gadadhara Shrivasadi Gaura Bhakta Vrinda.
Gadadhara Shrivasadi Gaura Bhakta Vrinda.
Jaya Rupa Sanatan Bhatta Raghunath.
Jaya Rupa Sanatana Bhatta Raghunath.
Shri Jiva Gopala Bhatta Dasa Raghunath.
Shri Jiva Gopala Bhatta Dasa Raghunath.
Ichhai Gosai Kori Charana Vandan.
Echai Gosai Kori Charana Vandana.
Jaha hoite Vignana Shabishta Puran.
Jaha Vite Vignana Sabhishta Puran.
Ichhai Gosai Jar Muitara Das.
Echai Gosai Jar Muitara Das.
Tasabara Pada Renu Mora Panchagras.
Asabara Padarenu Mora Panchagras.
Tandera Charana Sebi Bhakta Sane Bas.
Andira Charana Sebi Bhakta Sane Bas.
Janame Janame Morai Abhilash.
Janame Mora Ehi Abhilash.
Ichhai Gosai Jabe Raja Koilabas.
Echai Gosai Jabe Braje Koilabas.
Shri Shri Radha Krishna Nitya Lila Korila Prakash.
Shri Radha Krishna Nitya Leela Korila Prakash.
Anande Bolo Hari Bhaja Vrindavan.
Anande Bolo Hari Bhaja Vrindavan.
Shri Guru Vaishnava Pade Majai Aman.
Shri Guru Vaishnava Pade Majai Aman.
Shri Guru Vaishnava Pad Padma Koriyas.
Shri Guru Vaishnava Pad Padma Koriyas.
Hari Nam Sankirtana Kohe Narottama Das.
Hari Nam Sankirtana Kohe Narottama Das.
Hari Haraya Namah Krishna Yadavaya Namaha.
Mahārāja Namah Krishna Yadavaya Namah.
Yadavaya Madhavaya Keshavaya Namaha.
Yadavaya Madhavaya Keshavaya Namah.
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare.
Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Nittai Gaura Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Nittai Gaura Hari Bol.
Nittai Gaura Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Nittai Gaura Hari Bol.
Jai Jai Gurudev, 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 Jai Jai Gurudev.
Jaya Jaya Gurudev, 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 Jaya Jaya Gurudev.
Jai Gauranga Sundar, Jai Gauranga Sundar, Jai Gauranga Sundar, Jai Gauranga Sundar.
Jai Gauranga Sundar, Jai Gauranga Sundar, Jai Gauranga Sundar, Jai Gauranga Sundar.
Jai. Jai Om Vishnupad. Śrīla Bhakti Sundar Govinda Dev-Goswāmī Mahārāj ki Jai. Jai Om Vishnupad Śrīla Bhakti Rakshak Sridhar Dev-Goswāmī Mahārāj ki Jai.
Jai.
Jai Om Vishnupad Śrīla A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Prabhupada ki Jai.
Jai.
Jai Bhagwan Śrīla Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Thakur ki Jai.
Jai.
Jai Ananta Koti Vaishnava Vrinda ki Jai.
Jai.
जय श्री चैतन्य सारस्वत मठ आचार्य वृंद की जय।
Jai.
जय श्रील भक्ति पवन जनार्दन महाराज की जय।
Jai.
जय श्रील भक्ति निर्मलाचार्य महाराज की जय।
Jai.
सेवा वृंद की जय।
Jai.
श्री चैतन्य सारस्वत मठ भक्त वृंद की जय।
Jai.
सपार्षद श्रीमन महाप्रभु की जय।
Jai.
सपार्षद नित्यानंद प्रभु की जय।
Jai.
जय श्री हरिदास ठाकुर की जय।
Jai.
जय रूपनुग गुरुवर्ग की जय।
Jai.
श्री हरिनाम संकीर्तन की जय। जय श्रीपाद अरुण कृष्ण प्रभु की जय। जय श्रीपाद अनिल जी की जय।
Jai.
All our Facebook viewers and persons who are giving us blessings, सबकी everyone की जय।
Jai.
जय निताय गौर प्रेमानंदे हरि हरि बोल।
Hri Hari Bol. Sripad Jairam Prabhu ki jai, Abode ki jai, Lahanika Didi ki jai, Nath Prabhu ki jai. All the devotees ki jai.
जय गोविंद गोविंद।